Hey everybody, welcome back into the Blended Bandroom. This week we're going to go over a great resource to help you gamify your classroom using Kahoot. But first, if you like videos that talk about how to incorporate technology into your music or band classroom instruction, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below for more content. We're going to go over using the free version of Kahoot to help keep engagement up for both traditional and remote learners. Let's go ahead and get into this week's topic. Signing up for your free teacher Kahoot account is very easy. You go to kahoot.com and you press sign up. After answering a few questions about yourself, you're going to be prompted to either continue with Google, Microsoft, or Apple, depending on what's best for you in your district. When you're into the Kahoot main page, you're going to go down here to Discover Kahoots. When you type in music into the Kahoot discovery, you're going to get over 1 million results. Some of these are created by teachers, and some, like this one, are created by the Disney youth programs and are non-editable to normal teachers. You can see this has been played 85,000 times. The questions are relative to music and might be a good place for you to start with you and your students. Once you check that all the questions are what you want them to be, you press play, and you can either teach it in a remote, traditional, or hybrid setting, or assign it to students for self-paced learning at a later date by using a link in your LMS. You're going to get some options once you press play. You can put on a friendly nickname generator for students if you want to have them hide their answers. You can randomize the order of the questions or the answer choices. This is great if you're going to use this for, say, at the beginning of a lesson and then again at the end of a lesson so that students aren't able to answer and memorize the questions. When you're in a Microsoft Teams or Google Meet, you're going to want to share this entire screen to your students so they can see the pin and join just like that student did. Once everybody's in, you're going to press start and the game can begin. It'll show the title and then count you down to your first question. Again, you're going to want to be sharing this entire screen to the meeting. On the screen, the students will be able to see the question, any images associated with it, and a timer that shows them how much longer they have to answer. This is something you can set as longer or shorter. The students are going to see 4 boxes, and then they're going to select the right one, either red, blue, yellow, or green. In this case, green was the right answer, and the students can select it, and then you'll see how many students got it right and what the other students answered. You press next. It gives you a leaderboard update after every question. The faster a student answers, the more points they get. It'll show you a podium here at the end who got third, second, and first. You can skip this animation and then just see who got first at the end. That can be motivating to students. You can see a small report or get your full report or play a new game. Now let's look at editing a pre-made Kahoot. We're going to go into our Discover tab again, and we're going to search for more specific questions. We're going to search music dynamics, something we might be learning in a band class. Once I search it, I still receive over 11,000 results with images that you don't have to download to your own computer and then set up. That's the biggest advantage to using a pre-made one. Once you press edit, most of them are going to prompt you to duplicate it, and then it'll duplicate it into your Kahoots for you to use. You'll want to go through and check that every answer choice is correct and maybe edit the time limits or the points that the students will get. You can also do single select or multi-select for each question. After you've checked that all of them are correct and all of them look good, you're going to press preview or done. You'll see at this point, I'll be prompted to either test the Kahoot, play it now, or share it with students using LMS. You can see all my Kahoots here that I've used with my students. And our last thing we're going to do is go into our report section. When you go into the report section, you can view every Kahoot that you've played with students, and you can look at all the dates and whether you finished them or not, or class ended, how you played it, either live or asynchronous, and you can see how many players played. Let's look at one specific Kahoot to see how the analytics work. You can see about 70% of questions were answered correctly. There was one question that was difficult, and one student needed help, and 2 students did not finish. You can look at the players, or in this case, individual students and how well they did. You can also look at individual questions, and on this one, that 4th question, I actually messed up the question and was able to go back and fix it for later students. Kahoot is both a great way to engage students in the learning process and provides a powerful analytic tool to make sure you're asking the best questions and getting the best results from your students. That's all we got this week on the Blended Bandroom. Make sure if you watch this video to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. That's all we got this week on the Blended Bandroom.